that, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA. This will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hands up! Lead!
Check 48 to Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Hands up!
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
3 buzz. Check.
Nice. Stop!
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A toss play to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Really nice pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and short. And you figure, let's go ahead and run it again. But, boy, that outcome leaves you in a difficult 3rd down, doesn't it?
Didn't stand a chance from the start. You could tell they were going in the wrong direction.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey, 4 down.
Here you go, Cam.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Now Brown. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes us beyond the 35. Before going out of bounds.
Let's go.
A gain of 15. And a Raven first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And goal at the Bengals 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Move!
Single.
Regular.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
85, I'm coming for you. Here we go. Watch the curve. Watch
368. Hey, Echo.
And Dalton to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Through an opening, and there he goes. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Bengals nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams
looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Bengals nothing.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. There goes a deep ball. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his third touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Know your job.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Matt Wild now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. With it is Brown. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here I come again. Let's go. Come on. Again. Check.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 30.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Hey, 6-6. Pull it high. Let's go.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Ready?
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
A gain of 15 yards. Brings up fourth down.
And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Yes.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
I'm here all day. Back to the
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready.
Mike by 5.
Ready. Smooth.
55.
Now.
McSorley, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike, 55.
Throwing is McSorley. And the pressure gets to him again. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. He's got his man. This is Tate. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Solo out there. Check the outs out there. Even. 4 down. Even.
On 4th down, here's McSorley. And Eifert has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. This quarterback now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a 1st down. Now McSorley into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. He's coming. We got neutral focus. New Mike 52. What? I'm coming after you. Watch that.
They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now on second and 16, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. For Lamar Jackson, his first NFL start came against the Cincinnati Bengals November 18th in Baltimore of last year, and he threw for 150 yards, ran for 119 more as the Ravens won 24-21 to kick off what became a 6-1 final stretch that got him the AFC North title. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. This is Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Edwards now on 1st and 10. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got tight right.
Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Mike 5-2. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 16 yards, a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Check three, check three, check three.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
They're scared. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? This time Jackson will throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's McSorley on first and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Man left. We got 4. We got 4.
Second and 10, it's McSorley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, flag.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. Edwards, a man who went undrafted out of Rutgers, signed with the Ravens, and last year as a rookie, very productive. 718 yards in only 11 games played. 300-yard games in the second half of the season. All of them victories, really helping propel the Ravens into the postseason. Also had better than 5 yards per carry. Quite a start for the Staten Island native to his NFL career. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike's 5-2. Mike 5-2. Smoke.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Coming after you. New Mike 52.
Now Jackson to throw again. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. McSorley sets to pass. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Everyone got 4 down.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. He completes it to Tate. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, it's McSorley. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hard. 10. Go, Jackrabbit, come on.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. Being chased out left. And the catch good. It's Eifert. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Get him, boy.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's McSorley to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
2nd and 13. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Go.
McSorley from the shotgun. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Jam.
Get it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. McSorley. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Tate's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. McSorley, 1st and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. McSorley once more looks to throw. Green brings it in. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing is McSorley. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
It'll be McSorley again to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
On 2nd and goal, McSorley. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper. It's a loss of 1.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, we'll see the pistol here. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They go option right on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now McSorley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
Hit it.
They'll set up a throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevon Seymour, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that.